welcome to EduSearch Small Talk series. This is the fourth part of liver anatomy, and this is where things get interesting because now we are going to enter radiology and we are going to see the Kunos classification on a CT scan in this small talk and MRI in the next small talk. So, for those of you who are very new to radiology, please see our Understanding Radiology series in the EduSearch, which is a separate playlist where you will get complete details on how to read a CT scan from basics to advanced. So, as we have seen this QMOS classification, the most important thing to understand is that you can understand the segments in a CT scan very easily in three planes. The superior plane usually is where the hepatic veins have just started to converge towards the cava. So where they are just away from cava, this is the area. As you scroll from head end to toe end, you start seeing the hepatic veins fanning out like fingers from the cava. This is the superior plane of the CT, where you can see four segments as seen in this picture: the segment 2, segment 4, segment 8 and segment 7. As we go down, in the very lower end of the liver is the inferior plane, which is along the three veins, but here that you may not be able to identify the three hepatic veins. So this is the most difficult plane, the inferior plane, to identify the liver segments. Now, what divides the liver into superior and inferior parts, as we all know, is the portal plane, or the plane where the portal vein divides into right and left. So these are the three planes or the three cuts in the axial section of a CT where you will have to identify the liver segments. So now how do you identify these planes? The portal plane, as we all know, is the bifurcation of the portal vein into right and left. However, this plane is not perfectly horizontal. When you see a scan, it is slightly oblique, and the plane above the portal plane, it gives you segments 2, 4, 8 and 7, and the plane below gives you 3, 4, 5, 6 in clockwise direction. And the caudate, as I already explained, comes between the middle hepatic vein, the portal vein and the inferior vena cava posteriorly. So now let's dive into a CT scan and see how you can identify all these structures in a CT scan. As I've already told, the EduSearch Small Talk series is more of a revision platform for all of you. So this CT liver anatomy is going to go fast, but if you want to understand it in detail, you can go to the EduSearch Radiology playlist where you can see the CT from basics, different phases of CT, as well as the CT liver anatomy. Okay, so as we have already discussed, the liver is divided in the Kunos classification based on the hepatic veins and the portal vein. So this is a CT scan, just a quick recap because the bones are white, right? So in the CT scan, the most important phase for segmental anatomy is the venous phase. So you can see the veins here, the IVC, the aorta, the left hepatic vein, middle hepatic vein and right hepatic vein. So this is what helps you to divide. I'll again say the best way to see a scan and diagnose diseases on scan is to see it on console, the CT machine, because you can scroll, right? You can scroll the images and you can see everything in the images. Okay, so as we have already discussed, the middle hepatic vein helps you to divide the liver into right lobe and left lobe. So the first structure that you see in this console is the middle hepatic vein. So this is the middle hepatic vein. So what we do is we draw an imaginary line along the middle hepatic vein, right? So this divides your liver. If you see, the middle vein is following this line till it branches into segment 4 and segment 5. So the middle vein here is branching into segment 5 and segment 4. We'll come to that in detail. Okay. So this is your right lobe and left lobe. So now we know that anything in this part is 5, 6, 7, 8. Anything in this part is 2, 3, 4. Right. How do you divide that? You see three different levels on the scan. You see the left hepatic vein in the superior cut and you see the right hepatic vein. So this helps you divide the liver into 4 superior segments as we have discussed in the anatomy before. This is the 4 superior segments. Okay. So which are these segments? We can now label easily. This is the right posterior sector. So this is superior in right posterior, that is segment 7. Right. So this is segment 7. This is segment 8 because these are the superior planes. As you know, the superior planes are, this is segment 4 and this is segment 2, right? So this is the superior plane of liver divided based on the left hepatic vein, the middle hepatic vein and the right hepatic vein, and the best phase to study this is the hepatic venous phase. Now as we go down on the console, you will start seeing the portal vein, right? So you can see now, so this is the portal vein and portal vein, right? So as we have discussed, the portal plane helps you to divide the liver into superior and inferior segments. So for understanding the portal plane, the coronal section is just to revise for you that you have to see where the portal vein bifurcates, right? So as you know, this is the portal vein. So now you will see where the portal vein bifurcates on the right side. So this is the right anterior, and as you go behind, this is the right posterior. So between right anterior and posterior is your portal plane. So essentially this is your portal plane on the right side, right? This is your portal plane, and the vertical part of portal vein, the vertical part of left portal vein gives you the portal plane on the left side. So essentially this is your portal plane which divides the liver into segment 2 and segment 3. So actually all this is 3-dimensional and the portal plane is not completely horizontal, but we now know that the portal plane helps to divide the liver into superior segments and the inferior segments. The superior segments, as we already discussed, are 2, 4, 8 and 7, and the inferior segments are 3, 4, 5 and 6. So let's head back to the axial section. So the portal vein divides the liver into superior and inferior segments. So this is the portal vein. So where the portal vein divides, right, you can see here, this is the right posterior portal vein and the right anterior portal vein. This is the right. So between them is the portal plane, right? And the inferior segments start below this division. Okay. So now these are the inferior segments. So now how will we divide them? Again in the same way. So you mark the right hepatic vein to the cava. So this is the right hepatic vein to the cava. If you want to revise, you can see this white structure will enter the cava, right? So that is the right hepatic vein plane. Now we are below the portal vein. So we are at the inferior segments. So this is segment 6 as it is posterior to right hepatic vein, and this is segment 5 or the right anterior sector inferior segment. This is the gallbladder, right? So this is how you can divide the right lobe inferior segments. Now if you follow the portal vein, see this is the right posterior inferior division. So it's going into segment 6, right? So segment 6, and if you want the anterior, this is the segment 5 branch, the anterior division when I am going up, right? So segment 5 branch, and the segment 6 branch of portal vein. So our division is right. So you can divide based on the right hepatic vein. For the left side, you see the vertical part of left portal vein. So if you see, this is the left portal vein, a short horizontal and then the vertical part. This vertical part gives right-sided branches to segment 4 and this is segment 3. So for inferior sectors, this is your division, right? This is very easy. So this gives you the two divisions of the inferior part. So this is segment 3 and this is segment 4. Okay, now what differentiates these two is the middle hepatic vein. So again you can mark the middle hepatic vein, right? So this is how your inferior plane is divided. So we divide liver at 3 planes. The portal plane divides it horizontally in the coronal section into superior and inferior, but the best way to learn liver anatomy is axial sections. Okay, so this is how, so you can follow, this is the right hepatic vein. See the red line in the middle hepatic vein and you will see that it concurs with the middle hepatic vein, right? So that's the middle hepatic vein plane, and where the U point starts, this is the plane to divide the segments inferiorly, right? So segment 3 left lateral sector, segment 4 left medial sector, segment 5 right anterior sector, and segment 6 right posterior sector, divided by right hepatic vein, middle hepatic vein, left hepatic vein, and the portal vein in the horizontal plane. For caudate, all you need to know is the portal vein. So in the here you can see the portal vein and the cava, right? So for caudate lobe, the area between the portal vein and the cava is the caudate till the middle vein comes superiorly. So the superior border of caudate is formed by middle vein. So this is where the caudate ends. Okay, superiorly it ends below the middle vein. So from middle vein, anteriorly the portal vein, right? The portal vein, and posteriorly the cava. So this area is the caudate lobe. So there you have the entire liver anatomy. So that is how you can study the liver anatomy on the CT scan. Again, if you want to understand this in detail, we have a long radiology video in the EduSearch radiology series where you can understand the liver anatomy as well as the basics of CT, MR and relevant radiology series in that series.